what up, everybody? You know who this is. This is Lily. This is the black smoking, joint toting, bad MO you see in front of you. I represent the issue we talk. We're going live today. Our topics, we're going to be talking about Diddy. We all know Diddy did do it. And my man Diddy is going to jail. But we don't know how long. But we're going to discuss it. We're also talking about Shannon. Shannon settled. Shannon sit there and said, skip. I'm going to just let her go ahead and play in my booty, skip, for a couple million, skip. He did that. We're also going to be talking about Comey. You know, she got fired. I ain't going to say it's a conspiracy, but I'm going to say it's something into that. We're also going to talk about Jamal White. This was a tragic situation that happened out of Milwaukee. We have other things that we're going to discuss. It's going to be a lot, and I want you to be thoroughly entertained when we do this. And as always, take care of yourself and others.
You can catch us on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And if you're on Apple Podcasts, please give us a 5-star review so we can continue to give you the ish that we talk. And now that is out the way, I will not act like I'm on AM fucking radio. What the fuck's the deal? All of you ugly motherfuckers. What's poppin'? I'm here with you. We here together. We gonna make this shit pop. Lindsay, what the fuck is going on? My dog.
Like, what will be a breaking point for you where you just like, you know what, I'm out.
All right. Yeah. So I was about to say this is where we asked the audience.
Yeah.
So
you already
said cheating, right?
Yeah. Cheating.
Okay.
So
Anybody
you're
else?
not giving a pass or nothing like that.
There ain't no way.
That's no way.
No way.
Once it just starts, there ain't no way. You lose respect yourself.
So it's like if it's just cheating for her, like, so is it cheating for you the same way too? Yeah. So like if you cheat, do you feel like I need to leave this relationship?
If I would ever cheat, I would leave you first.
Oh, you such a gentleman.
I do what I do.
You such a gentleman. That shit don't happen in real life, but you such a gentleman.
Oh.
Anything else?
In the moment.
In the moment.
That's different. I wouldn't be in the moment.
So you wouldn't put yourself in the moment. I got you.
Yeah. Like, make it make sense. Like, cause what's the moment?
When I decide it's the moment, it's the moment.
Oh, okay.
If I never say to myself, like, I should probably get out of here.
So like, do the whole time you just like, oh no, this cool. This ain't. We just chilling. She just want to rub my back. That's cool. Ain't nobody tripping. It's like, oh, okay. I mean, okay. Oh, all right. You ain't got to kiss my neck. That's okay. Cool. This is not the moment yet.
Not yet.
It's not the moment yet.
I didn't do it.
So it's like, now my pants is down. This is.
If she pulls him down.
Oh, this ain't the moment. This ain't the moment. This ain't the moment.
She did it.
This ain't the moment. So when is the moment? When you're done, you're like, oh. Yeah, this is the moment.
I was supposed to go to the store. I was gone for 2 hours.
I had to go get my bro,
That's
right?
the moment, yep.
That's the moment.
That's the moment.
Okay, so that's your.
What you
So this is cheating for you. Like, if she cheats, oh hell no. But like, I just had to wait on the moment. Like, no. That's ain't the moment. That wasn't the moment. No, she sucked my d. I didn't ask for it.
If I don't say the words.
It's like, no, I didn't know. You know when I feel something wrong, baby, I'm gonna just tell you the truth. When she was like, I was like, maybe it's time for me.
Ain't no restaurateur gonna run up on Keith Lee. Let's just end that shit right there. Y'all talk a lot of shit, but y'all not about to run up on. Ain't nobody about to run up on him, slap no food out his face, and tell him, bitch, what? Like, that's just not gonna happen in no way, shape, possible.
So Saucy Santana got in on it,
He pretty much was like, tag me in. And he snapped on DJ Academics and told him to pull up. He was like, go to my page. We got all kinds of bookings. We outside. Come pull up at one of the bookings. You know, and I'll beat your motherfucking ass.
Saucy Santana just doesn't look like the homosexual man that you gonna hit, and he look like that dude off of Low Down Dirty Shame. He ain't about to grab his face and be like, "Oh, Bernard."
Him, you slut! Bernard.
He about to beat the dog shit out of you.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. And I'm laughing because it's gonna be so funny because you're gonna see a dude massively beating the shit out of a man with an open fist, and you gonna hear bitch. Yo, what is up? Y'all know what it is. This is the It's Do We Talk. I am Lily. I am the host of this show. I am the degenerate alcoholic that sometimes uses recreational drugs, and y'all love it. I am with the phenomenal, the dopest, the lady that pushes the bells and the whistles. If it wasn't for her, it would not be no me, and this is 100% true. Give a round of applause for Lindsay.
Hello, how's it going?
And again, this is the It's That We Talk. We got all the pleasantries out the way about those platforms that I want you to jump on. But I want to give a big shout out to Twitch and a big super shout out to TikTok. I am even on TikTok live as we speak. So I want to say thank you to all of those people. And I also want you to like and subscribe to our YouTube. But anyway, Lindsay, how's your health? How's your wealth? What is the deal, my dog?
I'm good. Everything's good.
Everything's good.
Yeah. How are you?
You know, living life like it's golden in my Jill Scott voice. As I get older, I just realize the growing pains of an adult. It's like, you gotta separate the trees from the forest sometimes. For my audience, my car got broken into, and I was a little mad, but then I couldn't be mad about the situation because I was putting myself in a bad situation, and so I'm going to learn from it. And that was just one of the things that, the growing pains of an adult is like not getting pissed off and trying to find the rhyme and the reason of why things happen. And that's what I'm doing today.
Yeah. You're looking at the bright side of things. And sometimes it's hard when you're violated.
Man. But, it would have been a real bad situation if it would have been if it would have been another situation of me in the car with what was in the car.
Mm-hmm. Right. So definitely looking at the positive in it.
Yeah, it's making me a better parent. I wouldn't have been able to explain things as a parent. Right. I'm always trying to tell him to do the right thing. Even though I wasn't doing anything bad, I wasn't trafficking narcotics or anything.
Right. It wasn't a RICO.
Yeah. Because that's been going rampant. Didn't have anything to do with that, y'all. It was just completely shouldn't have had it in my car.
Right.
That's it. But other than that, I'm looking for bigger and better things to be popping off in my job. And hopefully in the future, man, everything that we are trying to do really sticks. And we actually do get to take care of the people that we want to take care of. I'm in the behavioral health field, and I try my best to make sure that everybody's taken care of. And we have implemented certain plans that I really hope stick, and I really hope helps the betterment of the people that I serve.
Yeah, I definitely agree. We have G Baby 2124 GP watching. He says, "Damn, my dude."
What up, G baby? I've been doing G baby for years, boy. What's up, baby?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a
You
bad
know.
situation, bro.
Hmm.
But
Yeah,
it's
it's
up.
always unfortunate, to get violated, but you're definitely looking at the bright side of things. So,
It gets greater later, man.
hmm yep, absolutely, absolutely. So, you ready to get into these topics?
Let's get into these topics. Boom.
All right. So, we have a couple of updates. So Brianna Taylor. Let's just start with Brianna Taylor. They are recommending that the guy that one of the ex-cops that violated her get just 1 day in jail.
Mm-hmm.
How do you just serve 1 day in jail for killing somebody? Like, that is crazy. Crazy. And it's just like they just continually are playing in our face with this case. Like, it's wild. It's wild. I don't understand how you can sleep at night knowing that this person is no longer here through no fault of her own, and you continually disrespect her, her family, and anybody that felt anything for this case. Like, I don't understand.
Man, but that's the thing, man. They're gonna continue to play in our face. They're gonna continue to do this. They're gonna show that they're gonna do whatever they want to do with people of color, and we're not gonna be able to say anything.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, pretty much. That's pretty much it's boiling down to. At this point, I just wish they would just leave it alone altogether. Like, because 1 day in jail, really? Really?
Yeah.
Might as well not even change your clothes. Like, what's the point in this?
Yeah, they just wanna. When I say that, I say this with the utmost respect about the judicial system. Uh, they really want to show you that you are still under them as white superiors.
Yeah.
It just is what it is. It's no, it ain't got nothing to do with he knows people, he done rubbed elbows with this and that. It ain't got nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with, hey man, they're showing you that you're second class. Period. Like any person of color has to understand that this is the regime that we're living in now. And until we get some type of resolve about us to stop feuding with each other and actually start looking at the enemy of who it really is, this is always going to happen to us.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely unfortunate. Definitely. I mean, all we can do at this point is just really see what happens. Because what else can you do? Because they're going to continue to be on this bullshit. And like I said, I just wish at this point they just leave it alone, because you're constantly reopening up this wound for some bullshit. So, yeah.
They're gonna keep doing it. They're gonna keep doing it, and they're gonna do it in different ways just to, turn that knife real slow in us. Cause like as soon as you think we have gained some type of leverage, they show you that you have not.
Right. That's 1,000% true. So yeah, I hate to start it off on a somber note, but yeah. Another update is Shannon Sharpe. He settled with the girl that was suing him. He settled for undisclosed amount. They dismissed the case with prejudice, and more than likely a NDA was signed. So they are saying that the demand was 50 million. They tried to settle before for 10, and so they're saying it's at least 10. So
yeah.
this is completely different from what we thought was going to happen with the tone of the video that Shannon Sharpe put out when all this scandal happened. So I'm thinking he just wanted to get this over with before preseason, because that's when he was supposed to go back to ESPN.
Yep.
You know, so I just think he just wanted to get this over and done with. What are your thoughts on this?
I think Shannon did it to herself, and I think Shannon probably gave this young woman about $20 million. And it's his fault, because I don't, again, you know, my favorite thing to say is you shouldn't get in dick and pussy business. But at the same time, as a man of your age, dealing with a young woman and letting this happen to you, like let's just keep it real. We seen it. I'm trying to be professional, but at the same time, dude, you let her dog walk you and call you out of your name. Oh, Shannon, your lispy ass, you should have known better. And you were dealing, like, we're in a hotbed in society where white women can really, really play a game that will destroy you. And you know that.
It's been documented for
You know what I'm
decades.
saying? This is just, you know what I'm saying? OJ was the only dude that took his soul back when he offed two people. And I hate to laugh and say it like that, but this is the honest to God truth. And OJ said he wasn't black, so we can't even put him on the radar. But white women destroyed our black athletes, or our black brethren, who forget that white people have been tormenting us for years. And I don't want to be on no racist rant, because I'm definitely not a racist, but I do know this. White women will destroy a black man real fast, and all they have to do is cry, and everybody's going to believe them. And Skip, you feel for that from a 19-year-old young lady that you let call you monkey and all sorts of stuff, because that's what got your lispy country dick hard. Are you crazy? Yeah, I wasn't even mad at the sale. I wanted you to give the $50 million. When I seen what she was doing to you, oh man, that's your fault. That's your fault. And she ain't even.
Yes.
Lord forgive me. Lord forgive me when I say this, because I don't want to. I'm not one of those people that want to body shame and talk about people. But come on, Shannon, you got enough money. That's what you into? That's some deep rooted shit where you're into like a frail, pale ass white woman, and that's your fort. Young too. Kind of sound like you a weirdo, but I'm not gonna disrespect you, but I am gonna say you could have gave somebody way better $100,000 and could have done everything that you wanted to do with them, and they could have been a person of color. But you decided to go with a young ass, frail boy looking woman who you knew through text. When I was seeing those text messages, I knew that this was a whole setup. Anytime a motherfucker keep telling you, I can't wait for you to put a big black baby in me, this bitch is going to put you under the financial burdens of what you do.
Oh, goodness.
Weird ass, your wispy ass talking about some, I want to put my mouth on it. What? Get the fuck. What? Your settlement. Yeah, get it over with. I don't want you to lose your job at ESPN. I just want you to learn the lesson, and I want you to get this. And your tender age, my nigga, stick to the people. It is a bunch of women. It's a black woman right now sitting at home, cooking fish and spaghetti, and would have let you spit down her throat for free. Just think about that.
Just think about what you are saying.
I'm just saying, it's a woman right now that's gonna have food hot ready, house gonna smell like lavender, everything gonna be good, and she gonna open up every crevice for you, and she's not gonna sue you when she gets mad.
But this is what you're saying. You're saying it's okay to violate as long as it's a black woman because you're gonna keep your mouth.
That ain't what I said. That is not what I said.
That's how it sounds.
No,
that's how
I didn't even say it was black. I'm talking about your tender age. Look for some. Stop dealing with this. Is what they do. They'll if these young women get in there, infiltrate you because you got money, and then they'll turn around and say it was you were raping them or you SA'd them. When you got a woman, you got I don't know, you have a Gabrielle right now at home, mid 40s, that is a total freak and will let you do whatever and will love every bit of it and won't turn around and try to sue you or say you raped her. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying a lot of the downfall of a lot of these older gentlemen is they get with because any color of woman can destroy you when they see what your temptation is. Okay. That's what I'm saying. I never once said, no, find you a black woman and do some despicable shit to her. Fuck no.
I'm just saying it sounds.
If it sounds like that, then I truly apologize.
Yeah.
What I want to say in my ghetto terms is you need to find somebody that's gonna match your freak for real and be in your age range, nigga.
Is the money gonna match my freak?
You know what I'm saying? It's probably a Scandinavian woman right now in her late 30s that'll love to fucking put a leash around your neck and call you monkey and won't sue you for it, nigga. That's what I'm saying.
Jesus.
Your fucking life together, Shannon. Sitting over there, nigga. You wouldn't nigga in my Skip Bayless voice, put your glasses back on. What the fuck are we doing?
Oh man.
Put your glasses back on, Shannon.
Right.
Dude.
Right. Stop with the shenanigans.
Yeah. You blew Club Shay Shay had you tripping. You didn't learn your lesson from Mama Shell?
You know, but I believe that he was messing with this girl prior to Mama Shell. But I hope he learned his lesson from all of this shit. You know, stay off Alive and stay away from the young white girls that have OnlyFans.
Man.
You know?
You done gave a bitch that's built like a box Chevy $20 million, man. You crazy.
Yeah. What's crazy is that bitch had the nerve and audacity to require $25,000 a cheek. And she had some unseasoned, expired chicken cutlets.
And that's the thing. I'm like, what cheek you talking about? And I'll just say this. Listen, everybody got a niche. Everybody got a preference. But listen, she is not. She got paid way more value than what she is. Let's just keep it 100. Like, she got Lamborghini money, and she is definitely a 96 Prism.
Damn.
And we let this shit ride.
Yeah.
We let this. I bet you Chad is laughing at this nigga every day. I would. I know you my boy and I'm gonna protect you, but I'ma still look at you like, bro, you let a motherfucker built like a Peanuts character run up in your bank account, my nigga. That's what you did.
Yeah, that's what he did.
That's what you did. You let Patty Mayonnaise take money from you.
Yeah, legally. She hit a lick legally. She hit a lick legally. And you can't do nothing about it. You can't do nothing about it. Let me see. How much is Shannon Sharpe worth?
How much is he worth? Because it's just, and I hate to be on my Dr. Umar, but it's we got to really get a hold of this snow bunny crisis. Like we got to get because right now these snow bunnies is winning on that level when it comes to getting free money for just abusing people. You said what?
This can't be right. Oh no, they're talking about Shannon Bedore. Oh my God.
He didn't got the wrong Shannon.
Yeah. Let's see. Shannon Sharpe. Celebrity net worth is saying that he's worth $30 million.
Okay. Now he's worth 10.
Well, calculating net worth is not necessarily liquid.
Yeah, that's not the real deal. I always tell people they calculate assets.
Mm-hmm.
Because they do that with Ocho Cinco all the time. They always say that his net worth is not what it is.
Right.
I think that's why he always be stunting on people because all the time they be like, oh well, it says you're only worth $100,000, and it's like because he don't spend shit.
Yeah. Right. So
it's just one of them. So his assets are 30 million. He's sitting on a lot more than that.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's sitting on way more than that. They never really put liquid into that play, nor do they put in retirements or any of that shit.
Yeah, right. So, but that's what they're saying is that that he's worth $30 million. But yeah, this is wild. Like, oh man, yeah, that unseasoned, flat, expired chicken cutlet ass cost you a lot, way more than $25,000 a cheap.
Hey, listen, you know how they be like, city boys up and city girls up. Juno body bitches is up this year.
Lord, I hate. All right, so yeah.
Lord.
Yeah, but I mean that's honestly what I think. I think he just settled because he's about to go back to ESPN and he just wanted this to be done. But hey, I hope you're done with the fuck shit. That's just it. That's all. I just hope you're done with the fuck shit.
I bet he ain't, and that's the problem.
Or maybe he should get an ironclad NDA, or just documents showing that you agreed to this and you won't sue me about this later. Do some shit like how they did in 50 Shades of Grey. And then fulfill all your fantasies. I think that's one thing that the Diddy trial has taught us, that we need to really get some documentation going that everybody is agreeing to.
Man, y'all might at this point, man, everybody just need to say y'all nasty. Like,
I mean, they are.
Yeah, everybody just need to say, hey man, listen, I'm nasty. If you ever run into me, I know I'm saying I might have you spitting my booty, and it might be a dude watching. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all might as well just start telling the truth at this point, because and like the more and more y'all keep on trying to hide it, the more and more money y'all end up losing.
Yeah.
By somebody who is actually gonna tell the truth about what they do.
Yep, and then everybody know.
Yeah. That's the crazy point. Y'all be trying to hide it, and then y'all mess with people that literally get on OnlyFans and things of that nature and be like, for $5, I'll let you see the back of this pussy. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Right. So, anywho, yeah, that's Shannon Sharpe. So, next up is where do we want to go? We might as well go to Nicki Minaj. So Nicki Minaj is in the news this week. She was in the news a couple of weeks ago because she was going after Jay-Z. The whole thing with the Jay-Z thing is that when he owned Tidal, you know, he was promoting it as a place where people could get more for their streams. So he had, you know, that was a big rollout. They had a whole bunch of A-list celebrities signing contracts and all this kind of stuff, right? So she was saying that she's owed millions behind that situation. So we all know that Jay-Z ended up selling it and what have you. But do you know anybody that still is on Tidal? Because I don't.
I don't actually. My Tidal started acting up, and then I stopped. I just killed my subscription.
I kept my subscription way before he sold it. So I only kept it for like a few months, a couple of times a few months. But yeah. Their catalog.
Oh, shoot. Sorry, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
They just kicked me off of TikTok because apparently talking about Shannon and paying $20 million was sexual. I guess I shouldn't have told nobody that, you know, OnlyFans women let you see all the ins and outs of their vaginas. So I just, my live access has been suspended.
Oh wow! So somebody reported you.
Yeah.
Or unless they randomly watch. Oh wow.
Yeah, I just appealed it because I'm like, I'm not showing anything.
Right.
I'm just saying shit.
Right. Well, that was weird.
Yeah, and I'll keep saying it. Stop paying women that are doing this for everybody else to pay them.
I mean, basically, yeah.
Yeah, like, come on, man. Why would you give her millions of dollars? She's getting millions of dollars from Joe Smo. Don't you give her that type of money. Now, all of a sudden, she want to change her life and be a Christian because she did some fraudulent shit to make a nigga give her $20 million. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah. So back to Nicki. Yeah. So that's what happened a couple weeks ago, right? So this past week, one of the executives for TDE, he also was at one point in time SZA's manager. He tweeted out black Barbies. Oh no, not black Barbies, broken Barbies. He tweeted out the words broken Barbies. We all know that Nicki and Barbie, they're kind of like one and the same. So Nicki took that personally. And with her taking that personally, she snapped. She definitely snapped on him. And with that being SZA's former manager, she tweeted out, Mercury's in retrograde, y'all need to chill, basically. It's basically what she said. And with her saying that caused Nicki to completely snap. And she went off on her for 40 days and 40 nights. She said all kinds of shit. And the shit was funny. I ain't even gonna front. Shit was funny. Then when she got off of Twitter, she went on to what's that called? Station Head. And she snapped on Station Head. 1 second.
Yeah. She gets on her rants. She talked about this lady painting freckles on her face. She talked about Like she did talk about those old tweets, man. Those old tweets was crazy. But you know, Nicki has this weird way of when she's in her rant mode, it's like 5 different people that are talking. Like,
yeah, she be playing
so crazy how I'm like, man, this
like those accents and stuff.
Yeah,
yeah.
I could not ever get into an argument with Nicki Minaj.
I would never do that to myself.
Yeah, because you don't know who you're talking to.
Yeah, and she's funny and she's quick and he's just like, you know what, you got it. Whatever.
Because she start off regular. She start off regular Nicki, and then all of a sudden it's just like, oh my child, I don't believe that you. And I'm like, where the fuck did this voice come from?
Yeah, because it's all fun. It's all funny to her. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing, because a lot of people don't get her humor, so they think she's dead ass, and then they think she's a bully and all this kind of stuff. So, yeah. 1 second.
Nicki just has enough money to just like bother people. It's like, I've realized dudes or people from New York, once they start really, really making money, they really don't give a fuck about what y'all saying about them. They're just responding to keep you responding. Like Nicki and 50 Cent are top tier of, they really don't care what you're saying, but they're just gonna keep on playing with you so you can jump off the fucking ledge.
Yeah, like pretty much. And one of the things she said, I was cracking up. She was talking about how you put your freckles on in the same plane. It's like, you ain't wash your face and God knows how long. Then she said, I can't tell if you fat, skinny, chubby, or thin. Like, and then she was like, I gotta call Dr. Now to figure this shit out. I was rolling.
Hey man, she diabolical for that.
Right.
She diabolical. Shout out to Dr. Now. She diabolical for that one.
I was like, she is stupid. She is so stupid. But yeah.
Nicki one of those people where if Nicki never had money, Nicki would get beat up everywhere she went. Because she don't know how to be quiet. Like,
no,
she can't, because if you push that button, even when she's not serious, you can't turn it off.
No, it's too late.
At this point, you asked for it.
Yeah,
that's why I said I could never. If I ever got famous and said anything out the way about Nicki Minaj, and she went on a rant about me, oh man, the next thing you're gonna hear me say is I'm gonna let that bitch have it. It just is what it is. I'm not going to continue to even deal with this because she's going to dig up some stuff. And I don't have time to be trying to explain to the world what the fuck she did. First of all, why do you even know this?
Right. I thought I scrubbed the internet.
Why do you even know this?
Right.
Like, she going to bring up some crazy stuff. And then you were in a crazy voice.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She ain't gonna be like, and then you had the nerves to do this, and I'm like, yeah, I don't have time for that shit.
Right.
And her fans are even more diabolical.
Yeah, her fans, they get gutted with the shit. I remember, something had happened probably like last year or something like that, and anybody that went against Nicki, they was going ham. This one person was being very critical. I think it was around the time that Pink Friday 2 came out. This one person was being very critical about the album or something like that. And kind of attacked the Barbs because of the way the Barbs were reacting to people that didn't like Pink Friday 2. And the Barbs found this person. She was a homeowner. So they found what home she purchased. And there was somebody that lived like 10 minutes away and went to her house, put a note on her door that said stream Pink Friday 2.
See. That's what I'm saying.
I was like, oh my God.
We live in a society where
that is so terrible.
Fans turn into Dexter. Like, so you, especially with Nicki Minaj fans, it's like they're more dangerous than the hip hop police sometimes. Like, they'll pop up on you. I wouldn't know what to do. So I think I would move.
Yeah.
To be quite honest.
Yeah, I would be done too, because I mean it was all over the internet.
Yeah, I think I would move because I you know what? I don't got time to be playing with people like that, man, because I'm gonna end up being in a situation where somebody's gonna get unalived. Because you can't run up on me on some shit that I said about somebody that's not you.
Yeah. Yeah, like seriously.
You know what I'm saying? But them Nicki Minaj fans, man, they're really fanatics.
Mm-hmm.
You can't tell them nothing. It reminds me of early 2000s, those Britney Spears fans that would they'll jump off the ledge on somebody.
Yeah. Yeah, they did.
Like, it just, you know, if y'all don't know this, you know, if you were born in the 2000s, you really didn't have the ability to know what was going on in the early 2000s, 2000 to like 2010. Britney Spears fans were spear chucking crazy motherfuckers, man.
Right.
Like, straight up, they was wild. And this is what the bars remind me of. Sometimes these barbs go a little bit too far, and it's pure loyalty. That's why I think why Nicki Minaj acts the way she acts. She literally has this queendom of people that will, if she did a Trump move like storm 808 Washington Avenue, they would storm the shit out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Poor SZA. Poor SZA.
Yeah.
Poor SZA going through this because Lord, she don't deserve what motherfuckers will do to her.
Yeah. It's I don't know, man, because it's like, if what she's saying is true, because she's basically saying that she's been bullied for the past 13 years by Punch. And if what she's saying is true, then, you know, it is what it is. Especially with SZA, because SZA, nobody was talking to you. And it ain't like I dislike SZA. I actually don't have a problem with SZA. I really like her. But you inserted yourself in some shit that ain't had nothing to do with you. So you get what you get. And at this point, we all know how Nicki mouth is. Leave that lady alone.
I don't even think she inserted herself. I think it was one of them where she was just like, everybody be cool, and you can't do that to somebody like Nicki, because at this point, Nicki just like, but you want to open your mouth too? No, I'm not. I'm just saying, hey, relax, woosah.
That's inserting yourself.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, sat there and ate your food.
I'm not. Hey, let's just what my man say. Why can't we just all get along? Nicki said, "Bitch, fuck you, bow," and just went right into it, and she just fell into it like.
But that's inserting yourself, though. You should have sat there and ate your food.
You 100% right. That's why sometimes I just walk away from matters because I don't have shit to do with it. I'm out of here, and I don't even want to discuss it. Whatever y'all got going on is what y'all got going on. It ain't got nothing to do with me.
Right. So furthermore, this Broken Barbies that Punch tweeted out is actually a song that he's promoting for one of his artists.
Yeah.
Now, this is how I look at it. I don't look at it as as innocent as people are trying to make it out to be. Because if what Nicki is saying is true, and you have been bullying her for the past umpteen years, why wouldn't I feel like this is a direct shot at me? You telling this girl, name this song this, or if she already had the song, oh, we're gonna have this as a single. Oh, I'm gonna put it out. You know what I'm saying? I would take that as being deliberate because you've been deliberate. And even if it was innocent, if you've been deliberate with your shit for umpteen years, everything that I feel is a shot is a shot. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still not mad at Nicki for feeling some type of way if what she's saying is true.
I mean, two
And
things
then
can be true though. Two things can be true.
mhm.
She feels a way about it, and it wasn't intentional. You know, you know me. I play devil's advocate. Two things can be true. She felt a certain way about that tweet being brought out, and then on the other end, I wasn't even thinking about Nicki at this time. I was just promoting. I didn't even think about it.
Yeah. But see, I go deeper than that because why are you promoting a song called Broken Barbies? Why does she even have a song called Broken Barbies? It's too ironic that this is your artist and you've been coming after me, and we all know that I'm synonymous with Barbie. And then you turn around and you have a artist with the song called Broken Barbies. Like it's too much of a coincidence. So yeah, it's a shot.
Yeah,
And I don't give a damn.
It's like, you know, sometimes it's like, that could be a reach. That could be a serious reach. But
it can be a reach, but
and at the same time, it could be true. I'm not saying that, you know what I'm saying, Nicki didn't have every right to look at that and be offended.
Yeah.
I'm just saying at the same time, it's like, especially on the artist concern, I don't think the artist even, you know what I'm saying, knew anything about whatever was going on between Punch and Nicki.
It could very well be innocent on the artist. You know what I'm saying? Because like you're not gonna look into every single beef with a person that you're working with.
Right.
And even if you do know about the beef, that doesn't mean that you're gonna take on the beef. You know what I'm saying? So, but in the same breath, if I'm beefing with somebody and it's been up for a while, it's up for all y'all. Because I just don't know what type of time y'all gonna be on.
Right.
You know?
At this point, it's up and it's stuck.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, so that's that. Now they're saying in the background that what's her name? Nicki wanted to work with SZA. Because one thing that she came after SZA was for her voice. She says she doesn't know a SZA song. And then she said that the industry will still go on unfazed if SZA wasn't around or if she left or anything like that. Then she said that she can't sing. She said she sounds like a dead dog.
I'm not gonna say that.
I'm not gonna say it either because I like SZA. I think SZA can sing.
I do too.
But that shit was funny. Hey, that shit was funny. How do you sound like a dead dog? Like how? The dog is dead. Like
Man, again, nobody gets them. It is. I will say this with the utmost respect, because everybody in every state in America can talk about people, but it is something about country folk and New York folk that once they get to going, they get to going.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap. So, but yeah, SZA posted receipts about I believe it was SZA that posted the receipts about Nicki reaching out because she wanted to do a song with SZA, and they were saying that she was in album mode, so she would, you know, look at it. But obviously the song never came to fruition. But then Nicki says that she has receipts that dates back way further, but we haven't seen them yet. So I don't know. Then another TDE artist came out and apparently made a threat to Nicki, saying that she was gonna get put in a blender. So Nicki shared the video and contacted a representative, or tagged a representative in the post when she shared the video. That representative replied back. Then they ended up having a conversation over the phone, and the representative tweeted out that they're taking this matter very seriously, and we'll be looking into it further because it is a threat. Now, when we talked about it, when me and Lily talked about it, Lily said it wasn't a threat. So,
Nah.
yeah. So if you could explain why somebody saying being put in a blender is not a threat.
So, I mean, we do know Kendrick Lamar is affiliated with TDE. If you didn't know that, you know, his first albums was off TDE before he decided to leave the label and bring his own label out. So that is always connected because Kendrick Lamar was beefing with Drake. We all know how that beef went. We haven't seen any diss song since Hit 'Em Up make this much traction. And this traction,
Ether.
Okay, I'll give you Ether. But Ether didn't get to be put on didn't get put on stage like Hit 'Em Up and They Not Like Us did. True. But what I'm saying is, so they know this. Now get the 7 degrees of separation. This man said, you know, I'm not gonna quote him for word, but he said, stop before you get put in the blender like your boy did. He's talking about stop saying what you're saying, stop disrespecting before somebody out rhymes you. That's all he's saying. Now, Nicki, which I'm not mad at Nicki, she took a page out of Charleston White's book. Because Charleston White is one of them that if you say anything that poses a threat, you know, in my Charleston White voice, yeah, bitch ass nigga, you going to jail now. This is exactly what Nicki Minaj was on. And once they investigated and go through the whole thing, and that man explained what he's saying, I don't think anything's gonna happen to him because he didn't say, Nicki, I'm gonna beat your ass or I'm gonna have somebody beat your ass. He did not assault her. What he said was, I could see people taking offense to it, but if you know what's been going on in the climate, you knew what he was talking about. Especially when it comes to this hip hop beef shit. But some people who are not aware and do not know what's going on, of course, they're gonna be like, "Oh, nah, that was a threat. He's trying to put bodily harm to her. Putting somebody in a blender, that's bodily harm." No, he was talking lyrically. He's an artist. Artists do that shit. Every artist will talk about destroying a nigga lyrically.
Yeah,
they don't mean it in real time. They just mean it lyrically.
Yeah, but we're not gonna act like artists don't be out here committing crimes. So
we're not gonna act like that. No.
Yeah. Yeah. So
but nobody in
Nicki's
crew.
saying.
Nobody in Nicki's crew has literally been put in the blender.
Well, I don't think that he was gonna like put her in the blender like they did John Quincy Adams in How High. I don't think that's gonna happen.
That's what I'm saying. It just, you know, it wasn't that deep. But Nicki is just at a level of, you know, if you choose to go to hell with Nicki opens up Dante's Inferno. It just is what it is. Yeah. You know, most people be like, yeah, you want to get down, I'll go to hell. Like, no, you don't really want to play with certain people because there's layers of hell that you can go through. Right now, Nicki's down to the 5th layer.
Yeah. Yeah. To where Lucifer is looking down on her like, damn.
Right. Like, you can do
I
that.
didn't even say that.
That man is innocent.
Right.
Fuck it, put him in there.
Right. So, yeah. Oh wow. I took an Uber last week. Why am I just now getting thanked for my?
Wow.
That's funny. All right, but yeah. So yeah, like you just don't mess with Nicki. When it comes to this, when it comes to this bullying shit, yeah.
Let her breathe. Let her just live her life with her husband, and her kid, and don't bother her because, you know, I've said this before and I'll say it again. Onika's a different type of beast.
Yeah.
Nicki is a problem. Yeah. I don't think nobody even want to deal with either one of those.
Right.
Come on, you're dealing with a woman who is running around with an individual that has to be 500 feet away from his son. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Damn.
Sorry. I don't want you to go after her, but because that's not true. But I mean, we know what the accusations are.
Yeah.
She's already at a level of she don't want to be played with.
Yeah, and then this is the thing. This is another thing. Nicki came into the game where it was like virtually no women at that time that was coming up, and she was running with the men. You know, she was a different beast than we had seen prior to. So she had to, you know, endure a lot of fuck shit because she was like the only woman going that hard at that time, you know, and she dominated, you know. So
that is very true.
Like if you can just imagine the fuck shit that she had to go through just on the strength of her being a woman. You know what I mean? She's a woman, she's pretty, she's petite, she's and she's lyrical.
That's why I was about to say, at the end of the day, you're never gonna deny. Yeah. Nobody ever can say Nicki can't rap. Nicki don't have bars. If anybody says that, y'all out of y'all rabbit mind.
Right, but then you know they tried to down or discredit her rather with that, with that because of the fact that she's pretty, petite, young, you know, and she had bars. So they try to discredit her and say that, hey, Safari's writing her lyrics. Hey, Wayne is writing her lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Like she can't possibly be this good. You know what I mean? Which is what they always do with women that when they're just too nice.
Right.
You know?
And we can all just say that Safari was not writing the ball.
You know, I had a conversation about this yesterday. Like, because Safari was there up until the pink print. And then he was no longer there. So what I feel is that Safari contributed. He definitely contributed. Now, was he like, hey, I just wrote this Fire 16?
Right.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but was he like, okay, you shouldn't say it that way. You should say it this way. And it sounded better? I'm pretty sure of that. Plus, you know what I'm saying? He was the hype man. He was EPs on the albums and everything. Like, Safari contributed. But
I will never say he didn't contribute to the album. Mm-hmm. But again, if you thought that he was sitting down saying, hey, listen, do this, you know what I'm saying? Put this bar into it or put that bar right there. I don't think he was doing that. What I think he was doing is, like you said, hey, why don't you say it like this? Why don't you switch up? This is where you become Roman. I think that's what he was doing, 100%.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what he was doing. And then he may have contributed a line or two. I ain't even gonna take that from him because I actually enjoy some of Safari's music. You know what I'm saying? So um I'm not gonna take his talent from him. But was he, like I said, was he writing a Fire 16 and being like, hey, read this? No.
No,
I
he
don't
wouldn't.
believe that.
Yeah, it wasn't a Remy and Papoose situation.
Right.
It wasn't that.
Right.
He might have wrote a couple of bars. And you
Yeah.
know what I think happened? And this is just my opinion.
Mhm.
I think what happened is he probably was writing bars and giving them to her, and Nicki probably treated him, excuse me, how Kanye was treating T-Pain. Be like, hey man, nah, that shit whack. Don't. We're not gonna say that. And then turn around a song a song or two later, and use that same fucking bar. I do believe that's what happened.
Probably because she used to give Safari the business. You would feel bad for Safari.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the way that she used to talk to him. But
I think it was one of those where he probably gave us a bar and she like, man, that shit trash. I ain't putting it on this song. And then turn around 3 songs later, that bar is used.
Right. Say word for word, bar for bar.
Right. Nah, I ain't about to say no bullshit like that. 3 songs later, fuck Nicki, she's gay. Like, bitch, I just said that. Like, no. I said that.
Right. Right. So yeah. So I just feel like she had a really hard time coming up. Because of those factors and because of even more factors, and that can contribute to her attitude now. You know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't be mad. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be mad if that was the case. You know, do you feel like Nicki Minaj is probably like the best female rapper ever?
I think she's up there. I think she's up there and the top female MCs.
But I think she's up there as well. But I do feel like an argument can be made for her to be the best that we've ever seen.
As far as when you get to album sales and you get to just the whole celebrity of it,
mm-hmm. I
can see you giving her that. I can see people giving her that. And that's just what it is. But it's one of them. I'm just one of those people that always remain on just who paved the way. They just always have to have top tier to me.
And I can see why you would think that, but I feel like yes, you know, where all praise is due.
Yeah.
But in the same breath, you're supposed to get better over time. So
and you get and that's true. I think she is the best known female rap artist at this time now. I would say that. Okay? Yeah. Because even with her not making music, Nicki Minaj still has the throne. Everybody want to talk that shit, but at the end of the day, truth be told, Nicki Minaj still has the throne as this is who you need to overthrow. Yeah. And nobody's overthrown.
It still hasn't happened. Yeah. It still hasn't happened. Yeah, because I mean, you can say what you want about what she does, but what you can't deny is her talent, you know? And then on top of that, like there's something with what she says about what's going on behind the scenes, because I was watching a clip, one of the few clips talking about this subject with the Breakfast Club. Charlamagne said around the time when the Remy Ma shit was going down, because shit was apparently brewing, and he said that he got a text from Nicki saying, you are making this shit worse. And because he had said something, but he didn't know what she was talking about. And then 20 minutes later, Sheether gets dropped. So that then they was like, oh, this is what you're talking about. So when people think that Nicki is like tripping or she reaching or something like that, and it's like, no, she low key be knowing what she's talking about, you know. So
I mean, you can't be in the game this long and not network and know what's going down. That's just the whole thing in a nutshell. It's like that's just business 101. Once you start getting into business and you start being really lucrative in the business, you network, you know who's doing things, and people are going. You're gonna know what's going on in the who's and what's happening right now, especially when it comes to you. It's always, you know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things that you have to be aware of. And I think in the hip hop community, a lot of people act like they are blindsided by certain things, and you're not. Somebody told you, hey, boy, listen, such is about to do this for real. And a lot of people get on that high horse like they don't give a fuck. And then that's when they, you know what I'm saying? That's when they get knocked over. It's like, you got to be aware of it. A case in point, the whole thing with Drake and Kendrick. Kendrick knew that eventually this man is gonna say something wild. So Kendrick had shit lined up for him because he knew Drake was gonna be like, I'm waiting on you to respond. Not only am I going to respond, I'm going to respond twice, hoe ass nigga. Because I knew you was about to be on this shit.
Yeah.
And I'm making an anthem while I'm responding.
Right. Right.
So it's like, yeah, it's you. That's the thing. You got to be fully aware. Nicki is fully aware. I mean, I think that's why Nicki is able to sit on her high horse like she does and talk the shit that she does to people. I do believe that it has been some type of bullying going on, or just that whole downplay of who Nicki is because of the situations of Nicki's outside life of hip hop, and then on the whole, I hate to say it like this, the whole course of nobody really likes a woman that dominates the way Nicki dominates. The only woman that's got a pass is Beyonce. Everybody else, they don't want them dominating the way they dominate. And that's just, it is what it is. It's the truth. Nicki dominates more than a lot of people think. Nicki has sunned more rappers than a lot of your favorite rappers have sunned. Like, let's just keep that a bean. Nicki has literally made other rappers.
Yeah.
Like, it is rappers out here right now that sound exactly like Nicki's first two albums. And a lot of your favorite artists or a lot of your favorite rappers can't even say that.
Right. And that's true. Case in point, Doechii.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? There's too many examples that are online of Doechii sounding just like Nicki. You know what I'm saying? And then speaking of Doechii, they were saying that Nicki took a shot at her too when she was talking about the streams. She was like, how you lose like 30 million streams or something to that effect. And so they were saying that she was talking about Doechii.
Nicki Minaj for a minute has been and I'm not even gonna lie, I gotta keep it a beat on this. Nicki Minaj has been slowly but surely giving backhand compliments to Doechii.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, and it's one of those things where I think she likes her as for lyrically because she sounds like her. But at the same time, I do know that Nicki's like, that's just fucking me, you know, like that's me 2.0. Like if y'all don't know that that's me 2.0, y'all the ones that are asleep.
Right. And if you can't admit it, you're a hater.
Yeah. I mean, and you just to be quite fair, that's exactly what Doechii is. She is Nicki Minaj 2.0. She's Nicki Minaj without being and it's not no shade to her because I think she's a very beautiful woman, but she's Nicki Minaj without the petite package that Nicki came in. You know, Nicki came in at that time when Nicki came in, she was the bombshell that actually had bars. So, Doechii, beautiful woman, dope, but they didn't bring her out like the bombshell. Know what I'm saying? They didn't bring her out like that. They brung her out like the gritty, boom. This, know what I'm saying? This is me.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie about shit and whoop. That's what they. That's how they brought her out.
Yeah, that's how they brought her out. But in all actuality, she is a bombshell.
100%. Like I said, she's not like. I never denied this is a very attractive looking woman, but they didn't. That's not how they advertised her.
Right. No, I get what you're saying, and you're right. You're right, and that probably plays into colorism, to be honest. Because Doechii is beautiful in the face, body is T, and she's been like oh my gosh, she was in one of them fashion shows for one of those high-end brands, and she had on a bikini and she walked and body was T. I'm like, you can't deny this girl body is banging.
And you can't take nothing from her. It's just not. That's not how they. Yeah, but
that ain't how they promoted her.
it.
Right, and I agree with that. That ain't how they promoted her. And the fact that she had this up under her clothes, that's colorism. That's colorism all day. But that's a whole nother issue.
I was about to say that's a whole nother thing, and then we can get on.
Yeah,
we can also get on. It's and we can talk about this on another day because I mean, truth be told, with Doechii, it's Doechii. It's one of those things where sometimes she puts her foot in her mouth with the things she say about certain things. So yeah, they had to put her out as the raunchy. Excuse me, not the raunchy, but the
gritty,
the gritty type of individual.
Yeah. But
when it's all said and done, that cadence, that swag, that is all Nicki. Yeah. And if she says it's not, then she's lying to herself.
Right. And there's nothing wrong with being influenced, positively influenced, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But don't lie about the shit. Pay homage and keep it pushing, So, but anyway. Yeah, so this is what's going on in the world of Nicki Minaj. We're not talking about a song. We're not talking about an album. We're talking about online antics.
Online antics.
So that's that. So yeah. Next up is let's see. Let's go ahead and talk about the young king Jamal White. So it was all over the internet a few days ago that this little 7-year-old boy named Jamal White out of Milwaukee was abducted. They had an Amber Alert out for him and everything, and then people was resharing. After I think probably like a day, they ended up finding him. Don't quote me on that because I don't remember exactly.
It was less than 24 hours.
It was? Okay.
Yep.
So they ended up finding him and he was returned. Now the aftermath of this is what's worse because in this day and age, damn near everybody has a ring cam, or some type of surveillance on their homes. And so the footage got released of when he got abducted. They already had like bits and pieces of it out when they were looking for him, but like the full video got released to the internet and with audio, and it was so heartbreaking because this little boy was screaming for his life when they took him off his bike and put him into this car. So everybody, was affected by watching that video, right? Then we saw a different angle. And everybody was pissed off. This angle showed the car pulling up, 2 guys getting out the car. one of them having a pow pow. And they were in front of the house. There was a car in the driveway. And Jamal was on his bike in the driveway by the car. Now, who also was in the driveway by the car was his father. When the two guys popped out, like I said, one of them had a gun, pointed it at the father. The father runs into the house and closes the door. And then the other guy went towards the son, grabbed the son, put him in the car, and then they both drove off. And then the father comes back out the house with two other people, runs to the driveway, and then watches his son go away from him. And then slams his fist on the car. Nobody tried to run. Nobody tried to get in the car and go after him. Nobody tried to do anything but watch their kid potentially be the last time they will ever see their kid. So everybody that watched this and commented was like, that's some BS. I would never do that to my son. You can take me, don't take my son. Like, it was so many reactions that was just like, this father is a bitch. People was like, you know, you gotta watch who you had kids with. They was like, he would not be the daddy anymore. Like, it was so many responses to this video is basically what I'm getting at. So then the father puts out all these different pictures and stuff and posts, and was just basically talking about how he only got an answer to his son. He's with his son now. That's all that matters. The internet doesn't matter. Internet's not a real place. This, that, and the third. And everybody still was like, fuck you. You're not a good father. I don't give a damn what you're talking about. You're trash. So because I'm me,
I want to see where this is going.
Yeah, no, I mean, I didn't say nothing, but just basically going over a couple of the comments on this ridiculous these ridiculous posts that this father made. So he puts up a picture of him, his son, and some other kid, and he says, first I set it up, then my brother kidnapped my son. Now I'm wrong for leaving my son. I know fucked up y'all. Ain't gotta tell me my son good though. Y'all wanted to paint every picture of me to be the bad guy. I can't win with y'all, but I won with my kid. Remember this, the internet. Then he put up a couple more pictures and he says, y'all foul as hell, painting them crazy ass narratives. Even the police treating me like I'm the bad guy as long as my baby's straight. All that ever mattered. I still ain't seen my baby face to face. The police locked me all day Saturday, questioning me even when I told them everything I knew. All while my baby was still missing. Free talk. I don't owe nobody nothing but my baby Jay. So yeah. Then he reposted from the news the video, and it says, yeah, hell yeah, I ran. I'm thinking they trying to rob me, not take my damn baby. Y'all slow. We both alive, and my baby tried to get away like I taught him. God had us the whole time, obviously. I did right. My baby safe. How did you do right? How did you do right? So a couple people commented. And these are some of the comments. Get in the field, soft ass nigga. This one was funny as hell. You said, hold on. You said, last one in the house get took.
That's, because the baby is safe. Because the baby is safe, that's
Because the
funny.
baby is safe, yeah. Right.
If the baby wasn't safe, that would be very disrespectful.
But
But for the sake of this, yeah, that's hilarious. Whoa.
Oh my God. All right. You wouldn't be my baby daddy no more. That's for damn sure, buddy. Man. Y'all know how fast I would have hopped in my car, bro, and chased some shit down. Right. That's what I'm saying. All right. How you felt as a man running in the crib, locking the door while your son's screaming for you? He definitely the man of the house now. Right. It's just like that one bit that Kevin Hart did when you watch your father get hit and then he tried to take out the trash. Like, no, you take out the trash before I get Steve to come down here with your ass. You were something else. You know that? Give me the trash. I'll take it out.
I'll take it out. Oh, God.
Oh, so, yeah. All because the baby is safe. You are absolutely correct. All because the baby is safe. We gonna get these jokes off. That's just what we do.
I'm letting you get your shit because hey, listen. Yeah, I'm gonna let you get this off.
All right, I'll say a couple more. He's a runner, he's a track star.
Oh gosh.
Oh my gosh. They said, bro, you ran in the house and slammed the door. Oh my God. Oh shit. Let's see. Let's see. If you ran in the house and left me like that, only dad I'll acknowledge is my granddaddy. I know that's right. Now this is the last one. I mean, did you at least jog after the car? Did you at least pinch the bitch? All right. Thank God that baby is safe.
Thank God the baby's safe.
Thank God that baby is safe. But what are your thoughts on this situation?
Okay, so before I give this man what I want to say to him, I will say this. The whole situation is such a terrible situation where he had to be involved in this because of something that his mother did. I don't think a lot of people are really getting into the meat and potatoes of it was a situation where they took him to put him up for ransom to get some money from his mother because his mother is a well-known drug dealer in Milwaukee.
Mm-hmm.
This was the whole thing that everybody is unfolding right now, which is so tragic.
Yeah, I heard she was arrested for unrelated charges, but I never saw them release what what she got arrested for.
Yeah. And so the whole thing in a nutshell is she's a well-known drug dealer out there. And they literally took her kid. They originally tried to run up on her. She was not at her crib. So they went to the baby daddy's crib and snatched the kid up for some money. Like, the meat and potatoes of this is, man, this young man got involved in something that he didn't know nothing about, because all he's doing is just trying to be a 7-year-old. That is, it's the whole thing in a nutshell. And that's what's so tragic about this situation, because this young man has had a traumatic event happen to him because of the sins of his family.
Right.
Now that I say this, I will give you these jokes, nigga. You are exactly what white people thought we was years ago. You are 1/8 of a man. It is not no way in God's green earth. If somebody runs up on me and my son is out there, I'm not snatching my son up first. That's the whole thing in a nutshell. You might be mad at me, or anybody might be mad at me at this. I'll open that door, throw my son in. I don't care if my son hurts himself, get a busted lip because I threw him in front of the table, but I'm shutting that door, and whatever y'all got going on, y'all gonna discuss that with me. My son is not gonna be a part of that.
100%.
That it's everybody has this whole thing where I get it, because you're gonna have people trying to defend him, but at the same time, this is when I tell people the whole tragedy of where man fell off is we forgot to be protectors. We forgot to be protectors. There is no way in the world that I think my life is more than somebody who still has a chance to grow. Like, and just keeping it a bean. I don't care what people think about it, but I just know me as a father. I'm never going to think my life weighs more than my children. And that's why fathers actually do what they do, because they know I got a certain amount of time to even make sure that they know that I'm just the shit. So I'm gonna make sure that their life is always preserved. It would have never been a situation like that. Put the scenario in case where you turn into Sonic. Nigga, get the Sonic rings knocked out of you then. Just to be quite honest, my homeboy, rest in peace, Brother Jay. Brother Jay put all of his kids and his wife in a room, and he refused to open that door, and they let off gunshots, and he stood in front of that door so his people wasn't getting hit. These are the type of men I know. I don't know no bitch ass nigga that's gonna run and shut the door on his fucking son. I don't know no nigga like that. You try to defend that, you a weird ass nigga. Not only you're a weird ass nigga, you a soft ass nigga. No wonder that dope dealing bitch stopped fucking with you. You soft. It's
crazy.
It's something about that just made me understand that, listen, ain't no tough nigga came out of Milwaukee since that one nigga Cuckoo Cal when he said in my projects. You are definitely not that.
No.
You are definitely not that. You know, if they were robbing you, that's the first thing you should have did. Because I was looking at that and I seen that. I thought they was gonna rob me. So the first thing you're supposed to do is snatch your kid up, put him in a house, and be like, "Hey man, what y'all want? Don't touch my son."
Right. Or even if you didn't have enough time, you stay out there with your kid and you try to.
Yeah, I'm not about to leave my son right there.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm not saying that because I'm being cocky or I'm lying about anything. Ask my neighborhood about me. I'm talking about, I'm going to tell you how much of a crash out I am. I got a call that said my house was getting kicked in, and everybody in my neighborhood will tell you, you know what I did? I didn't go on a run. I pulled right up to that bitch and said, I'm the nigga you looking for. You know why I did that? Because I thought it was a possibility that my niece was there, and I wasn't about to let my niece go through that bullshit by herself. So y'all can talk that shit about shit, but I know what I'm going to do as a man, as a person that's supposed to be protecting people. Yeah. So that right there was some whole ass shit to me.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Like I'm not I'm not doing that. I'm never, you could say whatever you want to say, but at the end of the day, man, your soft ass chose to preserve you instead of your son. Because just think if they was on some real shit. I'm from the town that niggas be on some real shit, jump out and get to shooting. Your son would have been in total, just in the way of bullets, and you decided to run in the house first. And what we gonna do? We gonna sit and cry. We gonna be like, it's gonna be all right. You know you can have other kids or whatever the fuck and try to console you, nigga. No, you soft, and not only are you soft, you're the type of man that I now I understand why women be like, hey, this nigga just a bitch. Straight up, you just a bitch. You are selfish, and you can say whatever you want to say about any situation, but that was selfish, dog. That was selfish. And your selfish ass should have got the Sonic rings knocked out of you, you fast motherfucker. You ran faster than Usain Bolt after the bullet went off.
Dude.
I seen that video. Your ass was quick. All I seen was a blur and the door shut. Your son out there, man, shout out to young Jamal White for having to endure that. Not only having to endure that, but also listen to a phone conversation where he heard his mother, and his mother said that she was going to come get him, and she never came and got him. And I do believe the reason why she couldn't come and get him is because she went to jail.
Yeah.
And even in that scenario, that makes you a soft ass nigga, because he shouldn't have been there in the first place. He shouldn't have been there in the first place. I get it. They would have ran up on you and wop, wop, wop. They would have been like, where your baby mama is, wop, 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 wop. I would have let them entertain all that bullshit, and I would have held my son behind me. Whatever y'all got going on with her, y'all need to take that up with her. If you want to take my son, then you're going to take my soul first, because you got me fucked up.
Right. Exactly. Like none of that was.
I would have knocked, man. The more and more I think about it, I'm like, nah. I would have knocked one of them niggas' brains out. I'm talking about fist alone, because I'm just out here with my son. Mm-hmm. You would have kept running up on me, asking me about my baby mama, or you think you about to rob me in front of my son. One of you niggas are about to die with me. Mm-hmm. And I mean that shit. And I'll put that on my son. One of you niggas gonna die with me. But you know who gonna be cool? My son. My son ain't about to go through that shit.
Right.
You weird as a man. Come on, man. I'm sick of these weird ass niggas acting like that. And the only reason why I say things like that is because this trickles down from man to man. So your daddy wasn't really there for you like that. Your daddy can do whatever he's doing right now on social media because your daddy is trying to defend you. But at the same time, your daddy didn't teach you what it was to be a man for real.
Dude. There's no way.
Taught you what it was to be a man for real, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. You know what we'd be having? Young Jamal White died protecting his son. Mm-hmm. Let's just keep it a bean. And I'm not saying that I'm wishing death upon you, my guy. I'm never saying that. I would never say that. I want every black man to live until God calls him home.
Right.
At the same time, in that situation, we wouldn't be talking about this. They would be like, front news, young man died trying to protect his son. And that Ring camera would have showed a whole nother pit. As soon as I'd have seen them niggas run up, the first thing I would have did is snatch my son. And the next thing I would have did is like fucking the Incredible Hulk. I would have slung that bike to one of them niggas like I was trying to tear his head off. Nigga, get the fuck away from me.
Right. It definitely wouldn't have been easy. It definitely would not have been an easy task, because what? Like that was just too fucking easy for them to take that kid, because he just gave him up. He might as well have handed him over, put him in the car and everything for him. Like,
I would have had more respect for you if you'd have just sit there with your hands up.
Yeah, because you didn't leave your son's side.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's the problem. You know, like as a kid, you have to trust adults. You know, unfortunately, there's a lot of adults that take that innocence for granted and violate. This is a violation.
And you motherfuckers.
So now this boy is going to have issues for the rest of his life because the one person that was supposed to protect him violated him.
And a lot of you weird motherfuckers gonna be like, oh, he was 27, he don't know no better. Okay, I was 27 when that shit went down, and I drove and I ran right in front of them police face to make sure that my niece wasn't in there. Yeah. So make that excuse to somebody else.
Right.
Like, so we're not about to we're not about to play those games.
Right. There's 17-year-old fathers that would have protected their kids. So that means nothing.
Like, so we're not about to do that. We're not about to no. Being a father or being somebody who is somebody's sole provider means it is a protection that you need to have over them, period. And if y'all don't see that, or you only think about yourself, you're a selfish individual. That is what it is. You thought more about your funky ass life, putting your dick in wherever you want to do, and spending money or trying to, it's lit. You want to do all this. You thought about that more than what the fuck this nigga gonna do for the future. That is exactly what it is. And again, with your fast ass, you should have got the sonic rings knocked out of you.
Right.
It just is what it is. Everybody can make this excuse. Nigga, your twin brother was tougher than you. And your twin brother made a mistake. He shouldn't have did it, but your twin brother was tougher than you. I can guarantee you, if your twin brother was there that day, some shots would have been rang out. Your twin brother would have ran up the street looking for his nephew. He wasn't gonna slam his hand on no car. Nigga, shit looked like one of those movies, the dramatic scene. Oh, my son, like, nigga,
right.
In the fucking car you slamming on and drive after that motherfucker.
Right. One of the comments that somebody made online was, remember that scene in Waist Deep when Tyrese was running after the car?
Mm-hmm.
They was like, why you didn't even do that? At least Tyrese ran after the car for his bitch. Like, you didn't try to run after the car for your son. Like, so.
Truth be told, I'm just keeping it 100. I know where I keep my artillery at.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm running in the house, I'm running in the house and I'm coming out firing. If I see you got my son, I'm shooting them tires out.
Mm-hmm.
That just is what it is. You're not getting off the block.
Yeah.
Or the next block. I don't give a fuck what it is. You're going to see my big ass running down the street. Bop, 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 bop. They're going to be like, oh, this nigga crazy. Nah, that nigga got my son.
Mm-hmm. Something.
I wouldn't leave my son out there, period. The first thing I would have did is just put my son in the house.
Yeah.
I'm putting my son in the house. If y'all trying to get in this house, then that's a problem. Then I'm gonna just die right here protecting this house.
Mm-hmm.
And then my spirit is gonna automatically make sure this house is cool until somebody decides to sell it.
Yeah, but I just think the type of individuals that would do that, I don't think they'll be I think they're punks to where they wouldn't try to do some stuff like that. But you never know.
It's so many things that was going on in there that I like.
Yeah.
The man even admitted they were plotting on maybe doing something to this boy if money wasn't brought up. This boy also got caught with a meth pill in his pocket. So we don't even know what's going on with what was going on with the family dynamic between his baby mama or excuse me, his mother or his father. The guy Corey Williams never said he put anything in that boy's pocket, but that boy had a meth pill in his pocket. So we don't know what the family structure was or how it was. He could have just been using that young man as a mule.
Yeah.
Which the more and more I think about that, is more horrific of you're not a father in the first place, my nigga.
Yeah.
Because Corey Williams never said, oh no, I put that in his pocket because I was gonna make him eat it. None of that shit. I don't even think Corey Williams knew he had a meth pill in his pocket.
Probably not.
I think he just snatched the little nigga up. So I think he was just out there riding his bike, using that little boy as a mule. selling dope. That's what I think. I don't know, but that's what I think. And I think all of y'all are just badass parents anytime y'all even have a situation like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I'm not downplaying anybody. You got to get it how you live. But what I'm not doing is involving my children.
Right. That's the last thing I'm going to do.
You know, I'm just not doing it. No, I know a lot of people who sold dope and kept their kids fully away from it. Kids never knew a day. I know a kid right now. If you tell him his daddy was selling dope, he'll look at you like, man, you a goddamn lie. My daddy worked for the city for 20 years. Yeah, he did, but he also sold cocaine.
How you think we're going on those family trips every year? Like,
you know what I'm saying? You think he was going to Disneyland every 6 months for off the city?
Off the
Get the
city.
fuck out of here.
Right.
The fuck out of here.
Right. The city got good benefits. I ain't say they had the greatest pay though.
Yeah, like, man, come on, man. Listen, stop it. You think, man, your first car was at 14? You thought he did that working for the city?
Right.
But he'll look at you like, nah, my daddy was stand. Your daddy was stand up. He was stand up enough to know to hide that shit from you.
Right. Stand up to where you still to this day think he didn't do no wrong.
It's a nigga run up on you like, boy, your dad in the 90s? Woo! Your daddy was a man, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, my daddy worked. Nah, they lying. He might have did a little something, but he didn't do. Nah, that nigga was a kingpin.
Right. That job was a front.
You look how your daddy living now. Your daddy is way out in Excelsior Springs on 16 acres of land. City didn't do that, my nigga.
Right. Yeah. You know, it's definitely an unfortunate situation. I'm sure they didn't think it would go as viral as it did. But it did. And now the whole world is like, you are a punk. You're a punk. And you're a sorry excuse for a father.
That's it. That's all. I mean,
yeah.
It's all said and done. That's it. That's all, my nigga. Like,
yeah. And prayers for Jamal, because his parents, like, I mean, we don't get to choose our parents, but damn.
Yeah, he's got a lot of trauma he's got to work through.
Yeah. Yeah, and I hope they get him the help that he needs, because he's most definitely gonna have to have some help behind this, because that's fucked up. It's what it is. It's fucked up. So so that's Jamal White. Excuse me. Now, I'm gonna save that one for last. So now, let's go to our mini Diddy update. We thought we was gonna, give it a rest for a while, but no. Just shorten the end of it. No. So Diddy enrolled into a drug treatment program. Take that as you may, but it's a drug treatment program, and it's supposed to help with the drug issues and I think anger management as well. So you can take that as, hey, he's trying to do better, he's trying to better himself, or hey, this is just a ploy to get lesser time. However you want to take it is how you take it, but the reality of it all is that he's in a drug treatment program. So another thing that is Diddy related is the lead prosecutor in the Diddy trial, Maurene Comey. She was fired this past week. Mm-hmm. Now, if the name Comey sounds familiar, that's because she is the daughter of James Comey, who got fired 8 years ago by, and he was the director of the FBI. And he pretty much got fired under the Trump administration because short and end of it, he did not go after Hillary Clinton for them emails.
He got fired for doing his job.
Basically, after he said that that's what he was gonna do, when he got into that position, he looked into it and was just like, it wasn't nothing there. And they were mad that he didn't freaking lie and say that there was something there so that she could have been prosecuted. But whatevs. Now him and Trump have not been on the best of terms since all of that happened. So some people are saying that this is kind of like a trickle down effect. Some people are saying that she is the fall guy for the complete embarrassment that they took on with this whole Diddy trial. And then also they're saying that this kind of has something to do with the Epstein files, because they're trying to be like, okay, there's nothing there. He died by unaliving himself, and there's no list. There's nothing to see here. Going about your day. That's basically what they're trying to tell us with this whole Epstein shit. So
false narrative.
Right. So she was a prosecutor with Ghislaine Maxwell, who ended up getting convicted, got 20 years behind that Epstein shit. So
how do you get 20 years and stay in prison when they say they found no evidence of anything?
There's nothing there. So what did they convict her off of?
Right. We just don't like you because you white, bitch. They don't do that in America. I'm sorry.
At all. Not in the least. That has never been said. So yeah. So she was one of the prosecutors on that. But what they're also saying is that in all actuality, there is a list, there is a file, and she was flying too close to the sun. So we got to get rid of her. So I feel this is all alleged. Do not come after me. I ain't got shit. I ain't got no intel. I ain't got no money. I ain't got nothing on top of nothing. But I feel like we know somebody who's on the list. And I feel like I feel like that person is working overtime to not have that be confirmed. And one of the things, because he knows that that's a family full of honest ass people, he got to get rid of them. Now, whether that will ever be confirmed, I have no idea. But there's a whole lot of theories going around, and I feel like my theory is one of them that kind of makes sense. What are your thoughts on this?
My thoughts on this is, first and foremost, Diddy is doing everything that you're supposed to do to get your time took down. You're supposed to do that. Now, not only are you supposed to do it, but Puffy literally could be doing it to try to better itself. As much as, again, I'm never going to get off my high horse saying that Puffy was one of our monsters. But sometimes monsters realize they're monsters and they try to be better. So it could be one of those things where he is trying to do it for the betterment, but it also does reduce his sentence. That's jail nigga talk 101. That's what they tell you. Getting these programs, knock some of these calendars off. Because sometimes people get calendars and they realize, boy, the longer I'm here, the more unaware I am of what's going to go on outside. So you're going to do whatever to knock those calendars off. So yeah, you're going to, do the best of your ability, especially when your sentence comes up in October. You're supposed to make sure that when they sentence you, all of this is getting taken into account.
Yeah.
So I don't even, because most people think it's a play. I would say I'm not even thinking it's I don't think it's a play. I think it's good. It's what you're supposed to do. Just like for niggas that take plea deals. He didn't have to take a plea deal. So what he's gonna do is deal with the judicial system and what they have to do in order for me not to be here long as they gonna be. Because everybody thinks that the judge likes him. Truth be told, I don't think the judge likes that man at all. I think the judge is gonna, if the maximum is 10, he's gonna give him for those 2 counts. I think the judge will try to put the max on him. So I think he has to do everything that he needs to do. With the Comey case, even bringing that into it, I will say this. I do agree that she flew too close to the sun, especially on both of these cases. One, dealing with Puffy, I will say this. Kanye told y'all a long time ago that Puffy was a Fed. Now I know why the RICO case didn't stick. And I know she probably was looking into that. Looking into that, she would have unearthed some shit that she didn't need to unearth, especially with the Puffy and bringing back up the Epstein case, because it actually is something there. It was one of those things where they were like, oh no, this bitch is going to kill the powers that be. We can't allow this.
Mm-hmm.
We can't allow this. And I think it's one thing that I want everybody to understand about certain things. I don't know everything about the judicial system or how the government works, but I do know this. When individuals get fired from these type of positions, they don't go out and try to expose folks because unless they downloaded evidence that they can flood on themselves, they're going to be quiet because they can just get unalived real fast. So I think it's one of those things where, boom, they probably scrubbed everything that she ever had, and then as soon as she walked in the office, they let her go.
Yeah,
I do believe that's what happened, because I do believe she's honest enough not to have like a hidden foul somewhere. She just thought she was just going to do things for the better of the people, and they said, "Nah, that ain't how this ain't how it works. You thought we were supposed to be fair. No, we just want to do everything in the terms of what we deem is legal." And that's what got her caught up.
Yeah.
It's crazy, but you said it best. Trump gets rid of honest people. You know, when you have a certain type of integrity in the United States, sometimes you get frowned upon. You know why? Because sometimes the United States don't do things with integrity.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the honest to God truth.
Yeah.
So we watching somebody that like I said in our last podcast, I've seen niggas go to jail for less in a RICO charge, but now that makes sense. When I watched that last Drink Champs interview, because I shout out to my dog, he said, "Hey man, watch that Drink Champs interview with Kanye, and you'll get a little insight of why that nigga didn't get that RICO." Kanye straight up said, "Puffy's a fed." Puffy's a fed, and so that makes more sense now that he didn't get the RICO. With this district attorney, she probably was gonna unearth that.
Yeah,
that probably was gonna come out along with the actual list of people that we all know and some of y'all love. And so we got to get rid of that. We got to get rid of her. Again, it's the Mandela effect happening in real time. They want you to forget that we have seen this already. They want you to forget that. Again, like I said in my intro, I don't want to talk conspiracy. I want to talk real shit. This is really happening right in our face. They are doing the sinner's jig right in our face and think that we're supposed to drink the fucking Kool-Aid.
Mm-hmm.
It's just what's going on right now.
Yeah.
And that's the government. And, you know, again, like Lindsay said, I have nothing. So if y'all seize anything I have right now, you're not going to get nothing. And you'll paint your narrative of whatever I'm saying, but the government is fucked up, y'all. And they're literally throwing rocks and hiding their hands dead in our face.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's crazy. It's crazy how this is going down, but you know what? We're here to watch it. We're here to watch it, and we'll come on here to discuss it. Because this is way bigger than baby oil and Astroglide.
Exactly.
It really is, you know.
This has everything to do.
And you know how people always talk about something being distracting. I feel like that was maybe the distraction.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Baby oil and Astroglide aside, this is some deep shit. And the way that they're going to these depths to hide these PDF files. That's the crazy part.
Man, you took the out. I was just about to say that the whole thing in a nutshell is they are hiding these individuals that have abused children.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it is what it is. They're hiding these people that have done some detrimental things to minors.
Yes. And it's really sad. It's really sad. But yeah, but like I said, we'll be here to watch and we'll be on here to discuss. So, excuse me. That is our Diddy update for this week. So the last story is a light story. And I had just got an update while we've been on live about this story. So, yeah. So, Coldplay had a concert, and during the concert, they had a camera that was a kiss cam, yeah. They had the kiss cam going, and they were going around to people in the audience, you know. And if you ever been to any sporting event, you know what a kiss cam is. So the cameraman spotted these two people that were all hugged up. Looked like a loving couple, right? So, yeah, this couple, as soon as the camera went on to them, the guy went down underneath the bleachers.
And nigga was like he walked down steps.
Right. And then the lady turned her back to the camera. And her back stayed on the camera. And so Chris Martin was like, either they're shy or they're having an affair. Well, turns out they were having an affair. So these people are married to other people and they work together. One of them is the CEO of the company. The other one is the head of HR. The irony of that. So yeah, they have been, having this affair out in the open for a while. And this was like a known thing around the company that these people were having an affair. It wasn't known to their partners, however, but
of course,
but it was known in the company. And so much so that there is an open investigation into this affair within the company. And the update that I got while we have been filming is that the CEO resigned. So yeah, this is an issue. A lot of people did their research, found out what company it was, found out the wife, found her Facebook, started, writing comments and stuff on her Facebook, just out of support and whatnot, because it's some bull. There has been conflicting reports about his children, however, because there was a girl that came out that they're saying is his daughter, but then some people are saying he only got 2 sons, but then some people are saying he actually was married before this marriage and he got kids with that lady as well. So we don't know for sure on if this random person is his child or not, but yeah. I don't know if they found the lady's husband. I haven't seen anything about the lady's husband, but yeah. So, yeah, everybody's been talking about this. Everybody's been making fun of this as well, because, like I said, they do the kiss cam normally at sporting events. Well, it's baseball season and they've been doing the kiss cam at baseball functions. And, baseball teams have mascots. Have you seen these videos with the mascots?
Yes.
So the videos with the mascots is that like the mascots are all hugged up like how they were hugged up in that Coldplay video.
Yeah.
And as soon as the kiss cam goes on them, they do literally the same thing that they did in the Coldplay video. So now it's an ongoing joke. So what they are doing now is they're playing Coldplay. And that's how you know that it's kiss cam time. Mm-hmm. And they call it the Coldplay kiss cam. And so at one of these sporting events, after they got off of the mascots, they went to the crowd again. And there was a man in the crowd who had a sign that said, "This is," and is underlined, "my wife." So then he kissed his wife. So that made that even funnier. So yeah, the jokes are hilarious right now. When I tell you, I saw them videos and cracked up. And then after the guy kissed his wife, they went back to the mascots and they were still hiding. It was so funny. It was so funny. So yeah. What are your thoughts about this ridiculous situation?
So I got a couple of thoughts. One, the person that I used to be says this: if you are going to be messing around with multiple women, never take them anywhere where it's a crowd of people that can see you. If you're going to take her to a Coldplay concert, you are a CEO of a company. Pay for seating that doesn't put you out there in front of everybody. Let's just start that right there.
Start there.
Yeah. That was your first mistake. Even my company, for example, I work for a company that one of the perks, if you are top tier in this company, is you get box seats to certain events, and these are seats that are they're put off. You don't see who the person is that gets these seats. Why did you play it like that? I just don't. I'm like, all of this was their fault. Secondly, I found out that this man doesn't even stay far from the stadium. Like, this is literally a quick drive to. It was a quick drive to cheat.
Right.
10 minutes and less to get here.
Right.
To cheat. Thirdly, if I know that we're out in front of people and we know what we're doing, we're not about to show any type of PDA in front of it, because if someone says you seen us at an event, we got to have an excuse for that. It's like, oh, her husband was sick. My wife didn't want to go. We just went together. It's so many ways you could have done this. And this is me talking about the guy I used to be.
Right. Nothing you do currently.
Definitely not that guy anymore. Trust me. My significant other would burn my house down literally with me in it. So no. No, that's just not me. But I'm telling you, it is certain ways you can move. This is why I don't understand. Just to be quite fair, white men with money and power, y'all make dumb decisions. Y'all make superior dumb. That right there, you know what has saved you, and we wouldn't even be talking about it right now, is if y'all didn't do that. Yeah. So the man in me, if I would have got caught in that situation and she would have tried to hesitate, I would have whispered in her ear, "Stay right here," because they don't even know who we are. Mm-hmm. And it would have never went viral.
Yes.
It would have never went viral. Nobody would be saying anything at all.
Right. I said that last night when I was talking to my friend about it. Had they not made a spectacle of it, they would have moved on. Nobody would have talked about it.
Yep, they'd have went right to the next person. Nobody would have ever known. We would have been going to work the next day like everything was all good.
Mm-hmm.
It would have been something that while we're cheating, we'd be like, remember we was on camera? Ooh, you want to do some shit on camera? Like, it's the type of time. Like,
Right.
you got to be smart, because this is the thing that fucks y'all up. All of you individuals with power. Y'all always be thinking, oh, my reputation. When you already have power, just go ahead and step on a nigga neck sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Just go ahead and be like, oh, okay, boom, we're caught. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
And just keep it moving.
Mm-hmm.
If it was me, I would have seen that shit. She would have tried to hesitate. I would have held her close and I would have said, stop tripping. I would have kissed her on the neck and we would have been rocking. And then they would have moved the fuck on.
Yeah.
And she'd have been like, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. This shit will never see the light of day because they're not worried about it now.
Right.
We thought we were a couple. Nobody knows who the fuck we are.
Yeah.
Now everybody knows you. And now I ain't got no fucking job. And now, even if you keep your job, you're going to be watched like a hawk.
Yeah. And then how the hell you
not
gonna
a single miss one email, your ass is out the door.
How the hell you gonna be the head of HR doing some shit like this?
First thing HR tells you is they frown upon fraternizing with each other like that.
Yeah. And depending on the company, it's a violation.
It's a violation with every. Listen,
some companies they don't mind you being in a relationship, but some companies they mind if somebody is the superior.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah,
it's the superior. You can't, as a superior, you cannot mess with your subordinates. That's an automatic violation in any company.
Mm-hmm.
In any company. Just to be quite fair, with Jasmine found another job before she even shot at me. Just being 100.
Mm.
Like, we had our little flirtatious thing going on back and forth, but then she was like, boom, I got another job, putting in my 2 weeks, here go my number. Because it was already one of those things, like, they thought we was doing too much together anyway. We had a whole meeting with HR, and I was like, nah, we just cool for real.
Mm-hmm.
And Jasmine was like, nah, I'm gonna get that dick, so I'm gonna find another job. Just to be quite honest.
Right. And like that, here we are.
And like that, here we are. 7 years later,
Right.
living together with a baby.
Right. Yeah.
But that's how life works. They just, white men of power are silly. They don't think. I would have never. He looked like the dad that like go. You know how to those one real superior square dads that like go behind the couch and act like they walking down the steps and disappear. Mm-hmm. It's exactly what this nigga did at a Coldplay concert.
Literally the same thing he did. Yeah.
Like, nah, you got to be right in the moment. If you're just, if you're a serial cheater, you're a serial cheater, my nigga. That's just what it is.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, you got to know half of my salary is paying alimony. I already know what it is.
Yeah, absolutely. And like, here we are talking about them, talking about like the silly ass shit that they did.
Yeah, that was bananas.
Yeah, it was.
That was bananas.
But it's funny. It's funny for us. Sucks for them, but funny for us. Hey, Current.
Say hello. He decided to crash the live.
Right. But yeah, that's the Coldplay Kiss Cam. So yeah, I actually have a final thought.
Nice.
So my final thought is, just because you do something one time You are not the expert.
Ooh,
You're not the expert.
speak on it. I like where you're going.
Yeah. I can't stand a motherfucker that's like that. They irk my soul. It's like, now, like, you've been vegan for 2 days. Now you want to get online and share all these recipes and tell people the best way to do it.
Yes.
Bitch, you only lost 5 pounds. You can't tell me that juicing is the way to go. You can't. Like, you just got back from your first international trip 2 days ago. You're not going to tell me the best way to go is X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, now you are all of a sudden you're a passport boy.
Right. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, those people irk my soul. So, yeah. You're not an expert, you know?
I give
That's
you
my final thought. So, Jerry's final thought. Take it away.
Jerry's final thought for me is going to be this. As we live in this society and we see a lot of things going on with our entertainers, our celebrities, our people in political power, sometimes we see things that are going on and we like, why in the world are they not getting prosecuted, or why are they not feeling the onslaught of the evil that they're doing, or why are we looking at it like we just got to roll over and just let these people do whatever they want to do? And the reason why that is happening is simply this. Nothing in this world is ever going to be fair. We look for fairness, or not we, but some people look for fairness. And we tend to forget that nothing is going to be fair. It's always going to be legally in the binds of wherever they're at and whatever structure they're in, they can actually do. So as all of us, we have to look at it like this. We have to stop looking for fair things and look at what we can do to match the playing field. Because the more and more you start saying things are unfair, the more and more you step away from what reality actually is. Nothing is ever going to be fair. One thing I got taught a long time ago, because I know a lot of people think that Mike Tyson is the one that taught this, but no, my grandma actually taught me this when I was a very young man. My grandma said, when you get a lot of things happening for you that's good, it's because you highly favored and God likes you. You're one of God's favorites. But if you're God's favorite, you're also the devil's favorite. Because as much as you highly favored, the devil loves to show your temptations. One thing you have to remember is whoever you walked into that door with, you have to leave with. You go into problems when you leave out with the wrong person. So if you walked in with good integrity, you must leave out with good integrity. If you walked out on bullshit, or you walked in on bullshit, you need to walk out on bullshit. Because then that's when they catch up to you. And as always, take care of yourself and others.
All right. Well, thank you for Jerry's final thought. And this was episode 167 of the Ish We Talk. And we will see you guys for episode 168. Bye.
Exactly.